Hey everybody, Sister Fantastic here, and welcome to today's video. Today is going to be Fantastic Looks number 12. And so I've got this Z palette that I bought from ColourPop. Actually, I got it for free. And so they had their single shadows on sale for half off. And if you bought 24 of them, you got the Z palette for free. So that's what I did. And so this is the color story that I picked out for myself, which I'm impressed with all the greens and everything that I was drawn to. And of course there's a bunch of neutrals in there, and there's one pressed glitter. And of course there's some standout shades like this bright orange and this bright green. And so I'm going to use the orange and the green along with this pretty olive and then a couple of these browns today. So we're just going to get right into this, and I'm going to create this look with, I'm going to start out with the fluffy brush. And I'm going into, let's see here, I'm gonna go into this warm shade right here on the end, right there on the end. I'm gonna do that one first, and I'm gonna lay that in the crease. And this palette doesn't, the Z palette doesn't have a mirror, so I'm gonna pick up this little mirror here, the one with the butterflies, I mean the hummingbirds on it. So anyway, you gotta have some transition colors, right? I love this brush for that job too, by the way. So I could go a number of different directions today with this look. I'm feeling like everyone's starting to think about fall, and you know, talking about fall, and all the stores are doing back to school stuff and thinking about the holidays already and all of that. And so anyway, I wanted to put on this brown striped top today and do something out of this palette, because this palette that I put together has so many great shades in it for fall. And so anyway, that's what I want to do. So this is just like a warm camel colored brown. They all have names. Let's see if I can pull it out of the palette without messing it up. This is called Koi, K-O-I. So if you want to go on the ColourPop site and buy some singles and you want this shade, that's Koi. Not C-O-Y, but Koi, like as in a koi fish. K-O-I. Okay, I'm pretty well satisfied with that. Just a really light wash of color. All right, now I'm going to go into, I'm going to do, let's see here. Let me do this pretty orange. It's pretty bright. So let me go in next with it. And I'm going to use it right here on the front half of the crease. I love this shade. I think it's beautiful. I love a good orange eyeshadow. So y'all have to let me know how the weather is where you live, if you're starting to see any signs of fall weather yet or not. We've had quite a bit of rain in the last week or so, so it feels like the season's getting ready to change. We still have quite a bit of heat. We're running the air conditioner, of course, night and day, and the pollen count is high, and so, you know, for some it's kind of kicking off allergy season a little bit. But the grass is really dry and burned up, and we haven't had to mow the grass but maybe once in the last month, which sounds kind of crazy, but that's the way it's been. And our watermelons, usually our watermelons stay in season all the way through August, but they're already starting to taste like, you know, it's about over. Alright, so that's okay for right now. Let me grab another brush. And I want to go in with, let's see, was it this brown here? Or was it this one? It was this one. Okay. So the next shade that I'm going into in the palette, it's like, it looks kind of brownish, but it's kind of orangish too. It's called Full Send. Let me turn it around where y'all can see it. It actually looks lighter than the other one that I used. Anyway, I'm gonna pack that on the lid. And I'm going to use this brush here from Eloise. And it's kind of got like there's a warmth to it. It's like a light orangey kind of a vibe. And this brush right here is pretty dense, so it's helping me to, you know, get quite a bit on the lid. I really want the pigment of this shade to show up on my lid. And that way when I go in with the greens, they'll mix together real nice. Okay, so that looks pretty orange, doesn't it? So let me do a little blenderoo here. Just to make sure all these are cohesive. Okay. Now I'm going to go into, let me grab this brush right here, make sure it's clean. Okay, I'm going to go into this olive green color in the palette, and it's in the shade Trust Me. Let me turn it around where y'all can see it. And I'm going to work out here in this section. So everybody needs a little olive green for fall looks in your collection, I think. And this color goes really good with the orange, that bright orange, and the subtle brownish orange shades. Alright, so I'm gonna go easy on this color because I don't want it to take over. I want it to show up, but I don't want it to take over. Okay. So let me just blend a little right here in the middle. Okay, that way when I relax my eye, you can see that. Okay, now I want to use my finger, and I'm going into this green, this really bright yellowish green. It's a shimmer. It's the only shimmer in my color story that I'm using for today, and it's called Mary Jane, and it's actually a metallic. And I'm going to pop that right here on the lid over that other shade. And I'm going to carry that up into the crease. I'm going to do all the way into the corner. And up into the crease just a little bit, because I need that extension of the lid. And then I'm going to blend it over into the olive. Just like that. That is such a pretty shade. I really like it. So again, here's the color story that I'm working with today. Alright, now let me find I want to use a clean angled brush. This one right here is from Complex Culture. I'm going to go back into the olive just with the tip. And I'm going to go right here underneath the lash line. And we're going to connect that. And I'm being careful just to use a small amount of eyeshadow, because again, I don't want that to take over. And I don't want any fallout. So I'm just hugging really close up to the lash line, but I'm definitely under the lashes. Okay, and then I'm just going to take a little bit more, and I'm going to work in this corner and just blend all that up into the olive that's already laid down on the upper lid. And that way I have that, it's like an eyeliner, kind of an extension there to help create that shape. And I'm just going back and forth. Okay. And now I'm just smoking that up and out with that little tiny brush. Okay. So let me finish what I was doing here on the other eye, and then I will be right back. Okay, I'm back, y'all. This is the finished eye look, and so now I'm ready to go in with lip products, and I want to try this lip pencil here from B Bella. It's a red, but it's kind of got like an orange, a warmth to it. But it goes well with a lot of red type shades and pinks too. Alright, so I want a good bit of definition on my lips today, because the lipstick that I'm going to use is from Kokie Cosmetics. It's called Love Me, or First Love, I'm sorry, First Love, and it's just a really pretty, it's a sheer type orange, almost like a coral pink. And I just want all that to mix together. So the blush I used today was the Kokie Cosmetics called Tender, and I stayed down here in the orange part of the gradient. Here, let me pop it open where you can see it better. And then I used the Alamar Cosmetics bronzer, the medium toned bronzer. This one right here in the middle. It's called Solterra. So anyway, that looks really pink. I was hoping for more of an orange look, but anyway, I'm gonna roll with it. But anyway, the eye look is a little bit different for me today. I wanted to try that dark green. I feel like I need to blend this part right here a little bit more. Then I went in with MAC Cosmetics, the Magic Extension Mascara. I've been pretty stuck on that here lately. Let me just work on this blend right here. Just a little bit more. I just want that to be a little bit softer. And I'm not doing a brow bone highlight today, but I do want to do a highlight on my cheeks. And so let me go in with this one from Revolution Pro. It's the Luster highlighter. It's called Pink Rose. And it's like a gold kind of a highlighter. It's really pretty. So we're just gonna put that right here on top of the blush and the bronzer. And I'm just gonna keep it pretty much right there. I don't want it to go farther down the cheeks today. And then of course we got to do the nose, because you know I love a good nose highlight. Okay, and these lashes that I'm using today, it's a combination of a full lash and a half lash, and I just attached the half lash onto the end, you know, to make the outside a bit more fluffy. Anyway, alright y'all, that is the look. Let me spray it down. Let's go in with some Matte Fix Plus. Woo! Wet, but I do like the way that smells. It smells really nice, and I'm just trying to be careful with the lashes, make sure they don't get too wet. Yeah, this look right here, I mean it's still a summer look even with the olive, but you can tell just, you know, I'm thinking about fall. But anyway, the lipstick keeps it in the summer department. But anyway, it's a bit different for me. I like the darker shade on the outside of the eye really, really well. Alright, so that's it. I'm going to take some pictures and I'll post everything where you guys can see what I did. And if you need the shades of anything that I used today, you know, I'll be glad to type those in the description for you, and you know, link anything that if anything that y'all want to talk about, you know, just leave me a comment down below, and Oh, I meant to share with you the liner that I used today. This is from Tenaeus. It's called Bengal Bond Kajal Pencil, and it's a beautiful olive green, or like a green, I don't know how to describe it. Anyway, let me just swatch it here for you. It's like a forest kind of a green. It goes really well with the olive, I think. I like green eyeliners. Okay, that's it for me today, you guys. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. And thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your time today. God bless you today is my prayer. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.